Ramble Radio, motherfucker.
But also video. Also video.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Siempre también es video. Al mismo tiempo que es radio, también es video. Here we are. I would be Jerry Rocha. Right over there is
Eddie Pence.
Right over there. There it
right
is.
There. That's Jerry right there. Jerry's right there.
There. And then, we're gonna outsiders this right there.
Well, there it is.
There it is. Oh wait, there. We did it. Here we are, Eddie. This is 336
or 66 if you want to add the threes together. Right?
Or 12.
Or 12. Or it's episode 12. Or 3 if you want to add the 1 and 2 together. How deep do you want to go down this rabbit hole?
This is episode 3. That's how deep we go. What on earth?
It's all numbers, man. Everything's numbers.
What on earth?
Everything's numbers.
Now, you think it's just you and I today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, look, he's got a lot on his plate, as we know. I mean, Marge got kicked out of that committee. There's just a lot of things happening.
So much.
He's not okay with.
No, he's not. He's not okay.
It hurts. It hurts me. It hurts me. It hurts my core.
Yeah. I mean,
it hurts.
And the QAnon shaman, that guy, remember him?
Yeah.
He's supposed to go on Nick Fuentes' show, and then he just found out Nick Fuentes wants to bang a 16-year-old. And you know the QAnons are all against the pedophilia.
They hate pedophilia.
So now he's having, I mean, on the Twitter, he's having some second thoughts about going on the show, and he's saying, should I go and should let this guy know what's up? Or should I just not go at all? It's rough. It's rough being that side of the ball.
And Cody has to put out every fire.
There's so many, like it's literally a dam, and there's just nothing but holes springing up constantly. He's gonna run out of fingers.
Right. And
run out of fingers.
Plugging everything.
Can't do it.
Man.
Poor Cody.
So it's just us today. It's just, but poor Cody. I have an announcement to make though.
Sure.
Are you ready? Are you sitting down?
I'm seated.
You want a blast from the past?
I do.
We have a new King of the Positive Text Review Hill.
Brian King of the Hill is
Chucky
gone?
Bob Phil is back. Chucky Bob Phil is back.
Wow.
It's been so long.
Wow.
And he writes still 5 stars after all these years. And he says, I'm back, baby.
Wow.
And can speak higher of this amazing podcast. Jerry is brilliant. Eddie, solid gold.
Woo.
And Cody enjoys day baseball.
It does indeed.
Now, whom is the king, baby?
Wow.
Chucky Bob Phil, back on
Is
top.
Chucky Bob's Phil new
Back
title
on
reign
top.
similar to when Bob Backlund came back and won the WWF title in the 90s?
I think it has to be. It has to be.
Going that long?
It's incredible.
That long of a period of time between title reigns?
Right. And then, bam. And then the champ. And then the champ. It's good for Chucky Bob Phil.
Chucky Bob Backlund Phil. Chucky Bob Backlund Phil.
Chucky Bob Backlund Phil, as Eddie would say, right there, number one. The king of he's the cream of the crop. He rises to the top. There it is. The one and only. The one
and only.
The one and only.
Exciting news when we can break a new champion in like that.
Always good when we get a new top.
Always good.
King.
We can open up a
king
show.
Of the mountain. A new top of the pops. A new number one is here. So who knew Jonah Hill was such a piece of shit too? Who would have thought?
I mean,
Can I give it?
Are there no more heroes?
Can I just say this? Jonah Hill, I've always thought, you just look at him and you go, God, it'd be fun to punch that guy.
Yeah.
You know, that was always my Jonah Hill. I've never been, to be honest, I've never been into anything from that universe. The Seth Rogen shit, like, I've never been into any of that stuff.
No, I never really.
I've never fucking seen. I'm happy I've never seen it. I think it's I think it's already overrated. Super bad. And I've never seen 1 second of it.
Right.
I just can't get into any of that.
What
shit.
was the one where?
I don't know why.
Seth,
I couldn't do it.
Seth Rogen got the girl pregnant. What was it? What was the one? Knocked Up.
Knocked Up. Yeah. I didn't see that one.
The whole premise of that movie makes no sense because there's no way the sister would have left her sister at some club with three creepy guys hitting on her. I'm like, well, it's past my bedtime. Bye. I'm gonna leave my sister here alone with.
Right. It's just so fucking.
The whole premise of that movie's off.
It's weird.
You want to do Knocked Up in a realistic way? You just have it where they were already friends.
Yes,
he was in the.
Felt bad. She fucked him. Something.
Pity fucked him, or he was in the friend zone, but they both got really hammered together, and they ended up hooking up and then pregnant like that. Don't make them complete strangers.
Yep.
That's my 2 cents.
Hey man, I'm with you.
Just dropping it in there.
But it's all bullshit.
I never understood why Jonah Hill got nominated for Moneyball.
I never even seen Moneyball because he was in it.
He's got one dramatic move in the whole movie, and he just goes, yes. He goes, yes.
God. Everybody
and that was the only amount of acting he did in that.
Everyone told me you got to see Moneyball. And I didn't see it just because that fucking guy's in it.
I didn't mind the movie, but it's not like Jonah Hill stole the show.
I have zero interest in seeing him do 21 Jump Street. I could give a fuck. So I don't know. None of this hurt me. I was like,
I'm not devastated. I haven't lost a hero or anything. I'm not devastated by it, so I haven't.
You don't really.
No.
But it's
not like I found out JYD had kids in his basement or something. You know. It's not like
that would hurt.
That would hurt.
That would hurt.
If I found out Coco Beware.
Cause I'm Batman.
If I found out that he engaged in pit bull fighting, that would be devastating.
Dude, how brutal would that be?
That would be devastating to me.
That Coco, man, it's God. Am I gonna dare I say something, Eddie?
What?
Dare I say something?
What?
Please. Better this happened to Benoit than Iceman King Parsons. Let me just put that out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, who ripped off who? Iceman King Parsons or Junkyard Dog? Because weren't they kind of the same gimmick? Didn't JYD, so here, this could be visual for those who are listening. You might want to tune into our YouTube. But
the video part of the show.
Didn't JYD do this kind of thing where he would do that number on the ropes?
He'd do the Billy White Shoes Johnson, yeah.
Right, it did, but didn't Iceman King Parsons do the same shit?
I think he did. He did the leg shimmy thing. I don't know if he did I don't know if he held onto the ropes the way JYD did. JYD would hold on the ropes and lean back.
How? And I know JYD had 2 moves. I know he had 2 moves.
He had the on all fours headbutt.
And then the power slam.
And the power slam.
Dude,
what held him back from getting a title? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, was there no bigger pop than when another one bites the dust starts playing? Oh, you know what I mean? And then out comes JYD. Shit. Out comes who that think they're gonna beat this dog?
Well, what I'm saying is what held him back from being having multiple titles is his setup move to the power slam was he had to get the guy on the ground and run up and do the running headbutt on all fours. And that doesn't work in professional wrestling. You don't start on all fours the way you do collegiate wrestling.
It's very tough.
It's very tough to get someone down on all fours to do your setup.
To sell that your opponent is now rendered on all fours.
Yeah.
It's harder. It's JYD, but God bless. JYD was JYD was probably, I don't know when I was still a kid, right?
Yeah.
Up until the early 90s.
Yeah.
Right? I think my all-time favorite wrestlers were JYD, Hogan, Savage, Warrior, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Undertaker. Those were... Undertaker shot up right when I was starting to be like, maybe I'll watch something else. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But
See, I was a huge Taker fan. Huge Taker fan.
I love Taker. I loved him for that minute, right? And then once I go, like in most of my high school years, I wasn't that into WWE as I used to be, right?
Oh,
so, but I would always still want Taker to win. Does that make sense? So,
Yeah.
I would talk to my buddies who were in, and I was always happy to know he won at Mania. I was like, all right, good. I was still an Undertaker guy, but it wasn't. The Monday Night Wars is what brought me back. That's what I started when Hogan turned Hollywood. That brought me back.
See, I was diehard from WrestleMania 1 all the way through Rock and Roll Wrestling, all the way up, and I started tuning out probably right after, probably like 94, when it was just after Hogan went to WCW and before he turned, and basically all the old WWF roster went to WCW, and WWF was just left with like Bobby Holly and Dr. Isaac Yankem, and it was rough watching. I mean, they had the Undertaker, but that was it. So I kind of tuned out for like 2 years.
Yeah.
But then I got right back in when the Monday Night War started. It pulled me right back in.
Yep. I was maybe 4 years tops. I was out, and then
I was out for about 2. But even then in college, I remember watching the WrestleMania where Lawrence Taylor beat Bam Bam Bigelow in the main event.
Sure.
I mean,
that was.
I was never fully out. I always had a leg in.
I never saw that, but I always was invested in reading about the recaps. Right. Of like, what happened? Right.
Yeah.
Like, and then so Diesel, I didn't really watch much of him when he was getting the big push.
Yeah.
But then when he was just Nash, that's when I became a huge fan of him and Hall.
Yeah.
When they were, I liked Hall a little bit as Razor Ramon. But again, that was still kind of.
Well, I was like, I knew Nash back when I remember watching old WCW when they tried to debut him as
Vinny
Oz.
Vegas.
He was Oz, and then Vinny Vegas. Well, he's Vinny Vegas, then Oz.
Right.
And then he went to WWF as Shawn Michaels' bodyguard, Diesel. Then he became the main event, Diesel, and then he went over to WCW as Big Sexy.
And I'll never forget my buddy Jeff, my roommate. We were all we would watch was Nitro.
Yeah.
Right? And then he had said, there's this guy we should watch on WWF. And I was like, yeah, who is he? Because this guy's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because dude, just trust me, we got to start. So then we would start flipping back and forth every Monday. Right? You just flip back and forth.
The Stone Cold Brian Pillman stuff was incredible.
Unbelievable.
Incredible.
And then what kind of, and it was, I think for a lot of people, we started with Nitro, and Tony Schiavone said they're going to give the belt to Mankind.
Right, and everybody flipped over.
What the fuck? And so we all were like, well, we have to watch this. And that was, I wonder if Vince did that on purpose, knowing they were spoiling the outcomes. And going, all right, we're gonna give him an outcome that's gonna make everybody want to tune in.
Mick Foley's gonna beat The Rock.
Mick Foley's gonna beat The Rock, and so we're like, how is this gonna happen? And then so we all tune in to see then maybe the biggest pop in wrestling history.
Yeah.
When Stone Cold comes out with the chair to knock out Rock. It was. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
That was, oh my God.
And it's crazy the stuff that brought down Nitro, because basically WCW had imported all of WWF stars and rose to the top.
Yep.
And it was the likes of Brian Pillman, Steve Austin, Mick Foley, Cactus Jack. Those were all like old they were all WCW mid-carders.
Yep.
That elevated WWE over Nitro.
And then it was genius to drop the stupid gimmick Kane had and turn him into Kane and do him as the Undertaker's. That was the Blood Brothers shit. That was all fucking great. And then like giving, just basically going, okay, the Click was a real thing here. They're just going to be D-Generation X now, and like we're just gonna.
We'll take what's left of the Click here, turn them to DX, and.
Yep.
And then you had. The Hart Foundation turned into this evil group. The only thing that bothered me is Hillbilly Jim was left out of this whole thing.
Where was Hillbilly Jim?
Where was Hillbilly Jim? And
Where
Moondog
was
Rex.
Hillbilly Jim? Moondog.
Remember, they had like a little clique. They had a whole little like jug band
That's
clique.
right.
And
Hillbilly
they
Jim was. I mean, damn it, he would help Hogan because he did the right thing.
right.
He was always a guy.
But
who
they
would
would
do the
have
right
fit
thing
in.
and
They
help.
would have fit in perfect in the Monday Night War. They could have been taking people under the ring and raping them.
Absolutely. Fucking the shit.
Just fucking making them squeal. Like they could have, like Deliverance style. Just fucking
They could
taking.
have turned him into that. Just like evil raping rednecks. That could have been
That's what I'm
their-
saying. Hillbilly Jim could have grabbed Jerry the King Lawler and just had him like
What
screaming.
a heel turn!
What a heel turn
for Hillbilly Jim.
They take him under the ring and you just hear Jerry Lawler squealing. Could you imagine Shivani spoiling that on night?
Well, if you turn over there, we're gonna have Hillbilly Jim rape Lawler under the ring. Good luck caring about that.
Everybody clicks over.
Oh my God! Instantly. Over on the Raw, we're gonna have Hillbilly Jim trying to bring slavery back. Good luck with it. What the fuck?
What the fuck is happening?
What's happening? Oh man. Brutal. Well,
yeah, just I think a missed opportunity with Hillbilly Jim in the Monday Night Wars, in the Attitude
but
Era.
if there's a moral,
Yeah.
if there's a moral to this Ramble Radio, it's that
Yeah.
again, better it be Jonah Hill than Junkyard Dog.
Absolutely.
Better all this happen to Jonah.
Well, I know we went down a deep rabbit hole in the wrestling, but what started us off was better Jonah Hill than JYD.
Or Coco Beware.
Or Coco Beware.
Coco Beware. Cause the Birdman's in town. Did he sing his own intro song?
Yes, he
Coco?
did. Yes, he did.
That's right. I thought he did.
He did.
I mean, just brilliant with Coco Beware.
At least a double threat. Probably a triple threat.
Probably.
At least a double threat. A wrestler and
threat.
singer. At least
And
a double
singer.
threat.
And he brought a parrot to the
He's a keeper of birds.
And obviously a team player.
Obviously.
Because Vince was like, what if a guy brings a bird? Like, yeah, I'll do it.
And let's make his middle initial be B and his last name be Ware.
Where? Coco Beware. And then he'll flap.
And your move is you just flap your wings constantly.
Oh, how come him and the Red Rooster were never like a long running tag team?
Or the most bitter feud in the history of wrestling.
Oh, there's can be only one bird here.
Like a blood
only one
feud. He teamed up though. Coco Beware teamed up with Owen Hart for a while, didn't he? They were like a thing. They were.
But was he still Blue Blazer? Right? It was.
Was he
still
Blue Blazer? Or was this
was
before
he...
Blue Blazer? I forget if that was before Blue Blazer or not.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The Blue Blazer. That's amazing.
You think Owen Hart tried to flap on the way down?
That's just. Oh man, Eddie.
Just said too much.
Too
Too soon.
Let me try.
Just
Oh fuck.
too soon. That's terrible. I'm
Imagine Shivani. I don't know if you want to tune into that pay-per-view, but Owen Hart's gonna fall to his death and like what? And try to flap on the way down like Coco Beware. Oh jeez.
I didn't think we could get worse.
We went there today.
Well, we did. I thought Hillbilly Jim raping Lawler was his bottom. Is his rock bottom?
No, we found a new one.
We found a new bottom. We found a new bottom.
There we go.
There it is.
Well, man, as much fun as this has been.
It has been fun.
We have contractual.
Skeletor. We just went down a rabbit hole, a deep rabbit hole of old wrestling, old school wrestling. Do you ever get in conversations with your buddies where you just sort of descend into some sort of weird rabbit hole?
Oh, Lenny, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me that. Yes, we do get nostalgic for the good old days, and then we just start kind of talking about all the. But I don't know if it descends into a rabbit hole. per se, but more of a dick hole. We just kind of go down a dick hole of memories, if that makes any sense, and an actual dick hole. So Evil Lynn will create a spell. She'll make my dick hole bigger than it usually is, and then we all go down it, and we talk, and we have a good time in my actual dick hole. So that's, I guess, the laughs we have. The laughs. Now it's, and let me tell you something else, too. My dick hole gets pretty big, you know? And as big as it gets, nowhere near the biggest piece of real estate an attorney, and that's E-Man's mother's pussy! You can probably fit thousands of my enlarged dick hole in that fucking thing, because it's so big that can't!
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
Jeez.
Thanks for that.
Thanks for that. Cinesnob Cody.
Yeah, Cinesnob. Get on that.
Cody. Gee.
What? So Jonah Hill's just a man being a man, and now he's in trouble?
Wow.
Okay, there we
That's
go.
wow.
There it is. Jesus Christ. There's all right. Cinesnob Cody.
Cinesnob Cody. 5 days a week, patreon.com,
Yeah.
The Ralph Report. You can
Yeah.
find me along with Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio, Wednesdays, Ramble Proper.
Yes. You can find me in all the same Ramble places. You can find Eddie and Cody. I'm also on Twitch. Now streaming everywhere. YouTube, Kick, that new one, Kick. So I'm Retro Rocha on Twitch and Kick on my YouTube channel. I'm streaming games on everything now. On everything.
Everything.
So that's where you could find me. And then also my YouTube channel. And the Smug Nerd is back. We started smug nerding again.
Smug Nerd came back.
The smug couldn't keep a good smug nerd down.
No,
for
you
too
can't.
long. So all that'll be back. We love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow for a regular Ramble. Be good, everybody. We love you all. Take care out there. Bye.